Hi, my name is Kai. Thank you for having me here. Today, I would like to share our experience of helping our users to adopt AI that outside the software industry. So as we read everywhere, AI is changing all industries, right? From the retail, telecom, all the way to agriculture. And if we look at closely, this graph from BCG actually showing that the chance of adopting significant financial benefit from AI, that from the organization perspective, scaling the internal AI capability and getting to the organizational learning with AI will actually lead to higher chance of tapping into those high value. But according to this BCG survey, only 10%, 1 out of 10 companies are able to tap into this value right now. So if you look into this number closely like we do, you will likely draw the following conclusion that AI adoption today is highly contributed by the software industries. There should be no surprise there. The second insight we get from here is there's still a large opportunity that in the very long tail of different industry. Today, I would like to share our experience in the manufacturing industry. One thing people are interested in manufacturing is to utilize today the deep learning and computer vision to do visual inspections. So with that, what are the key barriers that we find that the manufacturing industry are trying to adopt AIs? There are 3 major challenges. The first one is small data set. So what we found is that the technology that either from academic or from industry that built and designed for large image set that just does not work for other industry like manufacturing. For example, it is very, very common to see a computer vision project, for example, like facial recognition or self-driving car perceptions that utilize millions of images. So the technology building for those are very optimized for those large image sets. However, this is not the case for the project outside high-tech industry. For example, when we talk to the manufacturing audience, this has happened last year in the Automate show that at US, that's the largest manufacturing conference. Then we asked the audience, how many images do you typically have for each defect type that you want to detect? Right? This is the training set we use to build AI model. Right? Not to our surprise, the answer is this distribution, that we found that more than 50% of the manufacturing audience, they tell us that they have only less than 50 defective images for each defect. So imagine for those audience in this industry, they had to find a way to utilize those very small data set to achieve the high accuracy requirement for visual inspections. It's very challenging. So this is the first challenge they face of adopting AI, the small data set. The second challenge we found is the customization, or we call the long tail problem, and that lead to the lack of AI talent. So here's one interesting observation. If we draw all the AI projects, all the potential AI projects, and sort it with a decreasing order of the value they generated, what you will find is here. Right? Some AI project in the industry, for example, like advertisement, a recommendation, advertisement, personalized recommendation, generate a lot of value, like billions of value. And you will find another project like web search. They also utilize AI, generate tons of value. For those projects, it is make economic sense that a company can invest 200, 300 people, machine learning engineer, focus on the infrastructure of this AI project, as well as the AI model and data. However, if you look at the long tail side, we found that there's a lot of other projects, like steel inspections. People try to use deep learning to identify defect in the steel sheet, or like wire inspection or wafer inspection. The semiconductor fab want to detect the non-perfect wafer, use deep learning. Those long tail projects, each of them are not as big as those large projects, maybe like $1 million revenue, $1 million value, but combined, accumulatively, they generate a lot more value than the head one. The challenge is that those long tail problems need a lot of customization, right? Inspecting the steel is different than inspecting the wafer. And with those long tail, there's no way people can invest on the customization of those projects. And for the size of the project, it is also very hard to invest enough AI talent. So this is the second challenge we find. Just a lot of projects out there can be benefit from AI, but unfortunately, they just does not have enough customization to help, and there's not enough talent to help. The third challenge we find is most of projects are stuck at a proof of concept stage. Our experience tells about 85% of projects are stuck at a proof of concept stage. That means that the project does not deploy to the production line, generating the real business value. So what happens is that most of the people who, when they start doing AI, the idea is focused on the machine learning code, right? The AI code, the PyTorch, the TensorFlow model. What's missing was to make AI project works, there's actually a significant amount of software that needed to bridge the gap from POC to production. If you look at the project we have successfully delivered, that only 5% of the code, the part are for a machine learning model. The rest of 90% are the infrastructure, the ML ops, the software that support this operation. This is the third challenge, that the lack of software that helps bridging the gap between proof of concept and the production. So these are the three challenges that why manufacturers, particularly the manufacturing industry, they are not yet successfully adopt AI. So facing these challenges, right, small data set, customization, long tail, lack of talent, and the stuck at POC, here's the few solutions that we adopt. So the first one, for small data set, we found that adopting the data-centric AI, that actually, for our experience, that will enable us and our customers to obtain the model performance requirement with a very small data set. I'll have a few examples later in these slides. The second one, for the long tail and customization project, what we found is that utilizing a verticalized platform, and this platform is designed to useful by domain expert, not just for AI expert, not for data scientists, will help us to address the problem of customization and the long tail problem. Third one, stuck at POC, we also found that using the end-to-end platform, end-to-end means they take care of the full project, full machine learning cycle, from development, data from development all the way to deployment to maintenance, which should really help us to bridge the gap from the POC stage to the production stage. So let me first share with you the data-centric one. Let's talk about this one, because this one is what we found that is a technology that we build that really meets our customer needs. So it is a common sense that a better data lead to better performance, right? Everyone do AI knows that. However, in reality, when we are doing the project, it is very common that we facing the model performance is not expected at the first time. So there are two approaches. The first one we call model-centric approach, which is right in the data AI, we fix the data, we work on the code, we find hopefully a better model, we find different private parameters, we do different optimizer to try to get the result better. The other approach we took, which we call a new approach, is a data-centric approach. The idea is that now let's fix the code, fix the model. The model today in the industry, in the open source domain, is pretty strong. What happened is the data part is we can put a lot more systematic way to get data better. And we have found that the data-centric approach actually gives us a much better ROI to get a model performance to the desired stage. Let me show you one example that we have done. I think we showed the example on the steel manufacturing. This customer want to inspect a steel sheet 1.5 meter wide. They go run live in the production line. They put a camera at the end that hopefully to detect those defects, right? This defect, this defect, this defect, this defect. There are 32 defect types. Each of them has about 50 images to 200 images only. So the original idea, we call the baseline, is label the data, train an AI model. We got a baseline number of 76% accuracy. To put this model into production line, our customer need to get the accuracy to 90%. So what we have done with two approach. First, we call the model-centric approach. Keep the same data set, keep the same label. We go out to identify different models, right? To apply the different model, train the different models to the result. Surprise to us that the metric did not improve any at all. Right? We got zero improvement on this one. At the same time, we take another approach, the data-centric approach. What we have done is inviting the subject matter expert, right? Inviting the labeler. They all sit down together to review these 4,000 images and systematically identify the mislabel, systematically identify the bad images, and then correct those images systematically using the platform. We found that with 2 weeks, we get a model result all the way to 93%. So one important takeaway is like this data-centric approach allows non-AI specialists to help us to solve this problem. We found that the subject matter expert actually contribute a lot on getting the result better. So you might ask, right, is this real, the truth? Maybe the customer you deal with are not ideal. They have a lot of label problem. Let me just show you one data, right? It was for the very famous ImageNet that we all do computer vision utilize a lot. You might be surprised to know that there are 100,000 mislabel issues in those public data set. And then about 300 of them are in the validation set. So data quality is not a problem. It's not a real problem. We have seen that in both academic case, but also in the industrial case. So one thing I learned from this project, right? Data-centric approach is important, and having the verticalized platform. Very important idea is this platform is useful by not only the data scientists, not only the AI team. It can be used by the domain expert, like the subject matter expert, quality manager, solution developer, and labeler. All together can help really get in a systematic way to clean the data and get a very much model in a very short time. So we also found that embedding this the approach into end-to-end ML platform is very, very beneficial. End-to-end means from the original data to model to deployment are all in the one single environment, so that the different users, like the machine learning engineer, data scientist, subject expert, can all work together in the same software, generate a lot of value. We found that this cooperation can generate 10x faster, can produce a 10x faster way to get a good AI model out. So in landing AI, we have built a platform called Landing Lens. It's a data-centric end-to-end computer vision platform that has been success helping our manufacturing customer and actually a non-manufacturing customer to have a single platform that work together, getting the model out in deployment. Thank you so much today, and hopefully you will embrace data-centric AI like we do and see the benefit from it. Thank you.